on today's show. So I let Avery know, and I'm going to go to the timestamp if you guys want to share this, because they called out Uthman's lies, exposed him for being like his God, a deceiver, like his prophet, called out his bluff. They called out his lies, and you're going to hear it from the horse's mouth. Uthman ran from debating Avery and I, or just me on the channel. You're going to hear it from the horse's mouth with facts and receipts.
Something that happened to us last week. So I get a call on a Saturday. We're going to dinner. I think we're going to Eddie V's or something. Yeah. We're going to dinner. And I get a call from this guy named Eddie, who's a nice guy. He's coming here. I've been on a show before. He's a Muslim guy, runs a YouTube channel, good-sized YouTube channel. Nice guy. 1 million+ subs. And bring him over to the house. We sit down.
The Deen show's now got 1 million subs. He's been on for over 12 years. He's the guy who brings on these Muslims to try to critique us, Christianity, and they're terrible. And I met Eddie. He's a nice guy in real life. We'll talk about him in a minute. But listen.
We have a conversation together, and he tells me about, his beliefs, and he meets my chef. We cook him a meal. We had a good conversation. And then all of a sudden, he says, hey, I saw Sam Shamoun on your podcast.
Eddie saw me on the podcast. This is the Deen show. Because Eddie and I met. I'll give you a little story about Eddie. The Deen show. He's Bosnian. He used to have a jiu-jitsu school, if you guys are from Chicago. Lincoln Avenue and Western. There's a McDonald's right there. So if you're in the north side of Chicago, you have Lincoln Avenue that cuts into Western right before you get to Lawrence, Lincoln. So as you go down Lincoln, right before the McDonald's on Lincoln by Western, there's a jiu-jitsu school that used to be run by Eddie. Well, Eddie went into full-time service, inviting people to Muslim. He raised up so much money that he built the Deen Center in Florida. He's got a whole center built by donations in Florida, which is the base of operations, inviting people to Islam. We'll look at it.
I'm here with a guy named Uthman, if I'm saying the name correctly. He would like to come on, since you had him on, he'd like to come on and have a conversation. I said, okay, so let me call Sam.
Wait, did you hear it? Let me call Sam. So you guys don't think I'm lying to you and I'm getting arrogant and puffed up. Oh, who do you think you are, Sam? Patrick with David called you. Could you hear it? Because I know you guys are haters, dude. You're going to hate on me. And they did. They called me. It was a Saturday. Hear that, haters?
Shamoun, Sam says, absolutely, but he says there's no way they're going to do it. He's going to cancel if they find out I'm coming.
What was that, Uthman, about the lie that PBD said you can't attack Christianity? Are you hearing it from Patrick with David? I said, absolutely, but they won't do it. They're going to run when they find out it's me. Are you hearing this with your own ears? Your own ears? All right. I got to do cardio after this, God willing.
And then he says, but why don't you tell them if Eddie and Uthman are coming, let me bring a guy named Avery.
Who said to bring Avery on? Who said to bring Avery on? Now, I'm not trying to boast, but one way that I try to remain humble and not be puffed up is to force myself to acknowledge others and be a tool of God to open doors for others. So I don't make it about me and become an egomaniac. You understand that, right? Why do I try to platform and give people notoriety? That's a way to check my flesh, to keep myself humble, so I don't think I am God's gift to the church and I'm the best and there's no one on my level. That's why I do it. Because if it's about the glory of Jesus Christ, and if I don't want to get puffed up and I want to resist my flesh and not let Satan win, I got to encourage others and promote others so that the eye will not be on any one individual. The eyes will be on Christ as he provides, right? Okay. But now watch what happens.
I don't know who Avery is. Vinny automatically says, I know Avery.
He's a beast.
Yeah. And Vinny says, I know.
See that? Vincent says Avery's a beast. And by the way, Have I lied to you about anything I've said about David Wood or apostate prophet Anthony Rogers? Have you now seen I brought receipts to prove everything I've said, right? And they've even confirmed I was speaking the truth, correct? Even when they did that smear campaign where it says Sam Shamoun will cry, I'm crying from joy and laughter. You tried to destroy my reputation. It backfired, but I still love David and I want the best for him. I brought nothing but facts, right? And they confirmed everything. And I haven't lied to you. I'm no saint. I've made mistakes. I was the one the Lord used to bring David Wood onto Jesus or Muhammad. That's a fact. He can't lie and deny it. I was the one who told George Saig, Minister of Muslims, bring in Eddie Dalcour, bring in Matt Slick, bring in Anthony Rogers. Me. God is listening. May the Lord purify my heart of all lies and forgetfulness. And from their own mouths, may they confirm the truth. I've never needed any of them. And they don't need me, they need Jesus. But I'm the one that God used to open doors. The same people that now started cliques. Go back and watch Jesus or Muhammad. When did David Wood become famous? Jesus or Muhammad show. He built his reputation from Jesus or Muhammad, then went on YouTube and did short clips that made him go viral. These are facts. I try to be honest, not lie, but I'm not sinless, right? I have my issues. Okay, now listen.
Avery. And then this guy says this, and this is when I had to call Eddie. And then, by the way, they're like, then I get on a call. It's me, you, him, and Eddie.
Notice, Vincent's on the call. PBD's on the call. Uthman's on the call. Eddie's on the call. Look what Uthman says when he's told, I'm going to come up with Avery. Listen.
And when he found out it's Eddie and Avery, he's like, well, why don't we just do it me and you? And, why don't we just do it? I said, no, if you're going to have a debate, because it started off with Sam. I already called Sam. And then this guy says this, and this is when I had to call Eddie. And then, by the way, they're like, then I get on a call. It's me, you, him, and Eddie. And when he found out it's Eddie and Avery, he's like, well, why don't we just do it me and you? And, why don't we just do it? I said, no, if you're going to have a debate.
Hear it? Uthman said, why don't we just me and you? Why, Uthman? Why are you scared? Why are you hiding like Aisha? Did you hear it? He goes, no, if you're going to have a debate, bring in the big guns. Now watch, listen.
Because it started off with Sam. I already called Sam. Sam already agreed. I'm going to fly him out.
Wait. Oh, man, listen. What? Say what? Listen, I got to stop it so you can hear. I got to stop it.
I know, Avery. And then this guy says this, and this is when I had to call Eddie. And then, by the way, they're like, then I get on a call. It's me, you, him, and Eddie.
Listen.
And when he found out it's Eddie and Avery, he's like, well, why don't we just do it me and you? And, why don't we just do it? I said, no, if you're going to have a debate, because it started off with Sam. I already called Sam. Sam already agreed. I'm going to fly him out. Let's have the conversation. No, well, I have to fly out anyways. Well, I said, if I would have changed it, you would have came. But I
hear it? Now excuse. No, but I got to fly out anyway. But wait, if I had changed it, if I didn't bring Sam, you would have stayed. No, but I got to fly out anyway.
Have to fly. Well, let's just do it another time. And then the next day, this video is played, and I call Eddie, Rob, if you want to play this clip.
Whatever PBD, whatever he is, right? Yeah. Let's call you out right now, right? Somebody send this video to him. If you're honest, then bring Imran, me, anybody else, any Muslim da'i, and give us the same time, the same way, by ourselves.
By ourselves. Did you hear it? By ourselves. You see the condition? No, don't bring us and Sam and Avery or Sam. Let us come to your show and talk by ourselves. Are you hearing it from this fat slob who staged a fake stabbing, who took the wife of his Muslim friend as a second wife?
On your platform. He won't do it, right? The Deen show. And me and Eddie were supposed to go on there against whoever he picks. And he backed out. He backed out. Liar. Of having me, because originally he was saying,
I got Eddie. Another brother went on with Eddie, right?
Eddie didn't actually go on. Two other brothers go on. Daniel and Jake went on. Right? But the reason originally that they didn't want me on is because they said, you cannot attack them. If they're going to attack you, you're just going to answer, right?
You can't. So I said, so you can pause it right there. So wait a minute.
Now watch how he's going to catch his lie. He called Eddie. Eddie said, no, that didn't happen. Listen. Eddie now is confirming Uthman is a liar like his prophet and his God. Listen. Supposedly he said, you can't attack Christianity.
That I can't attack. You can't attack them. They can attack you. That's what he just said.
Yes.
So I see this video and I call Eddie. And he's like, where are you? Well, I said, listen, FaceTime.
Yes.
Who's with you?
Me
and Vinny. No problem. I said, I want to get your take on this. I said, this interview that we did with this guy, I said, he just said, oh, no, Patrick, but that was a week ago. That's not a new interview. I said, okay, great. But I want you to listen to what he said for you to know why we can never do anything together, because I don't do games.
Listen.
And then I played.
See how angry he is? Eddie admits he's wrong. Uthman lied.
For him. When I played for Eddie, it's FaceTime. You're sitting right next to me. How long was this pause when I say, did we ever say that he can't say, go back 10 seconds, Rob, if you don't mind?
And by the way, horrible editing. Horrible editing. Why would you play the music
pause right there, Rob? Pause right there.
To drown out the lies.
Exactly. Another brother went on with Eddie, right?
Eddie didn't actually go on. Two other brothers go on. Daniel and Jake went on, right? But the reason originally that they didn't want me on is because they said you cannot attack them. If they're going to attack you.
Did you see that lie? Who would be that stupid to set up that perimeter?
You're just going to answer.
So that's what you call a lie.
That's a lie.
Okay. When I have Eddie watch this, I said, Eddie, is that true?
Listen.
And he said, no.
I said, Eddie, is that true?
No.
5 seconds he's looking.
Yeah, he's waiting.
He says, no, that's not true.
No, that's not true, Uthman. Even Eddie. Are you going to say Eddie's a liar and he's your Muslim brother? No, that's not true. But watch how bad it gets. Look at Vincent. I think Vincent's Jilu, because he's got the Jilu blood in him. No, that's not true. Okay.
You cannot attack them. If they're going to attack you, you're just going to answer.
So that's what you call a lie.
That's a lie.
Okay. When I have Eddie watch this, I said, Eddie, is that true?
And he said, no.
I said, Eddie, is that true?
No.
5 seconds he's looking.
Yeah, he's waiting.
He says, no, that's not true. I said, I will never have this guy on here because I don't play those games. You're going to go out and question our character that we said something like that? You're a liar. And I was willing to have him on to sit down and talk to Sam and Avery. I don't know why he's scared of Avery and Sam.
You know why?
I don't know why. I've never talked to Avery.
And I'll tell you right now.
Told me about Avery.
Oh, and I'll tell you right now.
Why are they scared? Vincent, you got Jilu blood in you, baby. Agamini. I'll tell you why.
Now, Avery and Sam
sitting
here or sitting there again with that guy, and bring a third person. Everybody will let you talk. You will be destroyed, and they're scared. Patrick.
No.